Hi everyone, this is Julie and it's day 10 of our 14 days of Power of the Breath. So similar to yesterday's, hopefully you managed okay with yesterday's. It's just quite a powerful breath that we did yesterday, and today we're sort of almost like expanding on it a little bit. So today's breath is called Kapalbhati Breathing, pranayama. It's also called Shining Skull, and it's a really, really good one to sort of detox your body. And there's a close relationship with when you're breathing out. Obviously, we're getting rid of excess air, or we're getting rid of old stagnant air and carbon dioxide. But equally, you're also detoxing your mind as well. So again, as we did with the start, with a nice calming breath, you just take a nice long, slow, deep breath. It just relaxes your body. This time we're going to be stimulating a little bit, but this is a really cleansing one because it's actually called Shining Skull breath. It really clears your head, so it's good for sinusitis if you can breathe properly. It's really good for mental fatigue. So if it's really good one for wake up in the morning. It's best to do this when you've got an empty stomach. So first thing in the morning is brilliant, or maybe before you go to bed. Although before you go to bed is probably a little bit too stimulating. So ideally, probably in the morning when you've just woken up, just to get that blood pumping. There is a close correlation between the belly and your breath and your head. So, as I said, it clears out toxins, but equally it clears out toxic thoughts as well. So if you've got those negative sort of things going on in your mind, it really helps clear those out of the way as well. Because it's quite a powerful breath, we're going to build heat into the body. So it's really good for your digestion because it massages all your internal organs. Because we're building heat as well, it's really good for the metabolism as well. It is really good for clearing the sinuses, clearing anything out of the head, just getting everything moving really, and it really oxygenates the body as well. So again, it's really good to bring that life force energy into your body as well. So again, it really, really wakes you up, really stimulates. There are a few contraindications with this one, so things that times you shouldn't do it, because it's quite a powerful belly breath. If you're pregnant, it's not a good idea to do it, and if you're menstruating as well. If you've had stomach surgery, it's probably not a good idea, and also if you've got issues with your lower back, because it's quite a powerful pumping action, try not to do it if you've got issues with your lower back and spine. Sounds worse than it is, trust me. If you've got high blood pressure that isn't medicated, I would probably avoid that. If you've got issues with your heart, I would also probably avoid it as well. Ulcers is not a good idea either. Those are the main ones. If you're sort of feeling a bit asthma-y or wheezy, it's probably not a good idea to do it either. And if you've got a blocked up nose, it's probably going to be virtually impossible for you to do it. So you do sort of have to have sort of quite a clear head. It's probably not a good idea for me to do this because I've still got my COVID stuff going on. Well, I'm over COVID now, but I'm still bunged up. But anyway, I'll give it a bash. So whereas yesterday's breath work, we breathed in and then we pumped that breath out. Well, this one, we're actually pumping it in and out. So the emphasis is actually on the out breath, not the in breath, because once we've actually pumped that breath out, you've automatically cleared the lungs for the air to automatically come in, because we're dropping that the diaphragm down. So we're pumping the air out, the diaphragm drops down, and then the air will automatically come into the body. So you'll automatically inhale, and then we're going to pump that back out again. So we're pumping it out, but also we're pumping the oxygen around your body. So it does take a little bit of concentration. In terms of rhythm, obviously do it to the rhythm of your own breath. So I'll just run through a couple of sessions with you, or the first couple of rounds with you first, but it's quite nice to breathe in through the nose and maybe out through the mouth to get that sensation of what we're trying to achieve. So if you want to bring your hands onto your belly. So again, it's almost like a sniff, but we're actually sniffing from the belly. So it's really pushing that in, okay? So drop the shoulders down. If you can, open up the chest a little bit, because we're really trying to breathe into all of this area here. So just breathe in through the nose. So maybe part of the lips just puff out and sort of push the belly in and almost force it out. So it's like a blowing out a candle. So breathing in through the nose. So if you see, you're actually focusing more on that out breath. You're focusing on pulling the belly back towards your spine. Now, it's good because it is quite a powerful breath. It can make you feel a bit lightheaded. So just be really mindful, because we're drawing the energy in, or the oxygen into the body, and then we're pumping the CO2 out really quickly. If you do feel a bit lightheaded, it's probably best to just settle down, just do maybe 2 or 3, bring yourself back to normal breathing. I would normally suggest maybe starting off with 10 of these. So doing Kapalbhati breath for 1 round of 10. Relax yourself down, maybe try another one. The idea is you build it up. So normally we do about sort of 30 to 50 breaths in one sort of session, then we relax it down, then we do that about 2 or 3 times. So we're going to try it now with the mouth shut. So we're going to do the same principle, and we're going to breathe in through the nose, and then we're going to pull the belly back and sniff that oxygen, or that CO2, those toxins out. Okay, so hands on your belly, draw the shoulders down so you're opening up the chest. So we do 2 or 3 of these ones with the nose, breathing through the nose, with the nose shut, with the mouth shut, and breathing through the nose. So maybe 3 or 4 of these. So breathing in through the nose. Okay, so it's similar sort of sensation as the mouth, but it's a little bit more vigorous through the nose, and it does warm the breath up in and out. So we're collecting any sort of like toxins and stuff as you're breathing out as well. So we're going to try that for 10. Just make sure you bring the breath back to normal. Relax your shoulders, nice and upright, just open up the chest a little bit. So we're going to count for 10. Okay, so in your own time, if you need to stop before you get to 10, that's absolutely fine. The main thing is listen to what your body's telling you. If you find you're really uncomfortable with it, maybe just do 2 or 3, and maybe just avoid it altogether. Okay, so breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the nose, and then let's start. Breathing in and out. Okay, so give it a couple of minutes, or let it settle down, let your breath settle down. So if you are a bit boned up, it might feel a bit uncomfortable. I was getting a bit breathless towards the end there. But what it does, it increases your lung capacity as well, so it's really good, and it gets the it's actually from diaphragmatic breathing rather than the actual lungs. The lungs actually should stay reasonably steady. You shouldn't really feel much of an expansion in the lungs here. It's more this diaphragm area that you should feel, but it pumps, it really does pump. You should feel some heat coming into the body. Okay, so let's try that a second time. So we're going to try 10 again. Let's drop the shoulders down, open up the chest. So we're going to take a deep breath in, deep breath out, and then we're going to start. Okay, so breathing in. Breathing in, and then let your breath relax. Okay, so let your breath come back to normal. Okay, so we'll probably do about 3 rounds of that with the 10. See how you feel, see how you get on through that. It is a really, really good breath to sort of get used to doing, if it suits you. Obviously, at the end of the day, it's your body. If you feel really uncomfortable doing it, or you have any of those contraindications, obviously avoid it. And if you can sort of maybe do it every couple of days. But if you want to build it up, it's good to sort of build it up from 10 to 15 to 20 and see if you can get to 30, because it really helps. It's a really good controlling breath. So yeah, I'd be really interested to see how you get on with that one, because it's a really, really good one to do. Anyway, until tomorrow, take care, bye.